Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense takes the field for the first time today. When Minnesota and Wisconsin get together, not much more satisfying than reaching around, grabbing that axe handle, and taking a swing at the goalpost. That's the stakes today, guys.
Yeah, and a lot of stakes, a lot of emotion. These guys don't like each other. Listen, the Gophers and the Badgers are built the same, though. They're the same identity. It's toughness. It's running the football. Who can establish that in this football game?
And to me, it doesn't matter if you're a fan of either of these two schools. If you just love college football, what makes it great, it's the rivalry games, right? This is the most played rivalry in the FBS. Paul Bunyan's Zags. This game is always so much fun to watch.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Badgers want to crank the tempo. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Hey, that's a live ball. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
What a roller coaster on that play, Paul, where the defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football, and in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
On first down, here comes this offense. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Using his legs, it's Punga. The battle for the axe has been built on close, contentious, hard-fought, down-to-the-wire games. That was not the case last year's Minnesota won in a blowout.
This is a big opportunity, I think, for Minnesota. If they can win in yet another blowout, think how much that would help their recruiting. These two schools, they recruit the same kids, so a big opportunity here for Minnesota.
They recruit the same kids. They're built the same way, built on physicality, built on toughness. This rivalry, the axe, all of it means something, and especially when you lost big the year before, you're going to have something to say about it today.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. The Badgers in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. All this intensity, all this build-up for an axe. What kind of axe do you have for your place, David?
Well, I have the body spray, but no, this rivalry obviously means so much. These programs built so similar to each other. So many tough guys on this football field wanting to come out here and swing that axe.
The Badgers are moving quickly down the field. Sort of getting in touch with their inner James White, Melvin Gordon, or Jonathan Taylor to pick up another 1st down.
I mean, it's just crazy the list of guys they've had play here in the Wisconsin tradition, and it continues, right? Everybody who's here, you're going to be featured. You're going to get touches. So, hey, recruits, you want to carry the football a lot? Come to Wisconsin.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. These old rivals have gone at it for a long time. First meeting way back in 1890. It is the most played rivalry at the highest level of college football.
Yeah, you're right, Reese. And even though this game hasn't always...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Zings it complete to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give on the inside. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got it in the middle. It's Clay. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Snares it outside. It's Clay. But he's got enough to move the sticks. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. and the timeout is gone. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Give to the back. Nice move to pick up yardage. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quickly complete. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Badgers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Give to the running back. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He leaves it with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get there. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put 1 mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Badgers moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the right. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to...
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback, affecting him, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Badgers are marching down the field. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He wants to throw here on second down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously, you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. The Badgers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Forced out of the pocket. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Badgers! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
14, Minnesota, 0.
And he's going to run it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want, and the offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches, so here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Fakes his man out. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Badgers are in the hurry-up. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
They'll go back to the ground. Able to get one down to the 15. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's...
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Badgers! How about that D coming up with a play like that? Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On second down, he'll let it fly. He's got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Golden Gophers want to move quickly. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on second down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
He's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Minnesota! What a catch and run for 6. He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Clay. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Got out of trouble and throws. Got the quick pass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Clay. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Clay. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Encroachment. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup.
Another golden Gopher.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, from Minneapolis to Madison, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases enjoying a soda pop and a little trash talk in this battle for Paul Bunyan's axe.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, When I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get you...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller.
Oh, he dropped it! And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games. And this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The aerial assault continues. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll try to do it himself. Pulled down for the tackle. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
What a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far. Listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the out.
What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. He wants to throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring it down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The corners are walked up tight. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Might be looking to run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. From the gun on third down. Makes his connection. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. All the way back to the 15. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Using his feet to buy time. A strike downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. He makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he takes it to shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down. You know, this is a great start to get back in this ballgame.
They'll try to blast their way in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Wisconsin, 31. Minnesota, 21.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years coaching everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. The Badgers will hustle to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to... He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
21.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On second down, they'll take to the air. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And here they come, almost all the way back. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Wide open downfield. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He's got an open man. They'll mark him down right there. Good pickup, but still a little bit short of the first down.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. He just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be it.
Incomplete.
That is a heartbreaker this late in the game. A 1st down for the offense. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. He'll run it again. At the 40, there he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And it's on the ground. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll run play action. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. These corners backing off a bit. They'll run it from the gun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Badger! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. The Badgers look as if they're ready to start swinging that axe with authority as they're starting to thump the Gophers.
Well, I think Wisconsin knew coming into this game they needed to be the more physically dominant team. And, David, it seemed like it's been that way so far.
Yeah, and that's where it's good to have to be able to lean on. Even in rivalry games with high emotions, when you know who you are and you're physical and you can be the more physical team, you can get the lead. Now, just got to hang on to it and finish the drill.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. And the Golden Gophers come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw it. Caught near the sideline. It's sharp. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come.
And that pass is intercepted. The run out.
Wisconsin.
He's done his job. They have it at the 44. 1st down here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Timeout, Minnesota.
They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that